Hi everyone, I hope you're all. This is Coins Kid. I'm just going to dive into Matic once again. Thanks for your support. Okay, so Matic, I think on the last video I said to you creating this little rising wedge. I think on the 4-hourly time frame was it? Let's have a look. Yeah, so on the 4-hourly time frame I said you were creating a rising wedge and potentially coming back to where you formed the wedge, and at that point you did lose support just there. So I did say to you put some cheeky bids in at 129, which is also the 050, because you've broken up, you ran into the 0618, the golden ratio, and you're looking to come back, and with that you formed a beautiful rising wedge. So this was a fantastic little trade setup for those of you paid attention. So right now if you'd have put some cheeky bids down there on the 050 and equally the target of the rising wedge just there at 129, you would currently be up around about 23%, and just there the top out at 30%. But it is actually in a technical target to 174, so you are looking at a beautiful 35% trade right there. And you know, you're getting the party started here for Matic. There is a continuation pattern that's forming just here, some kind of horizontal at the moment for Matic. If you take a look at this, look, you've got some kind of horizontal at the moment, continuation pattern that you've come up into. You know, some would say that this is actually one big massive bull pennant just like that. Okay, and look, if you get the break this way, you're going to get that continuation and come up to technical target at 174, 177, do apologise. And look, you're starting to push onwards and upwards here to the 0786. So it's looking good, it's looking healthy, you know, and each time you have an overcorrection, you do come back down and find a key level of support. So, you know, if you do come up here to 786, or even this technical target out of this break of this horizontal that you do find yourself in for Matic, I would expect, you know, you come back down and test another key level support, because you can see what you're doing here. Okay, you're coming down to the fibs to retest the support. So if you get overextended up here at the 786 and you start to hit your head, then do anticipate that you could see a potential pullback at some point to the 0618, the golden ratio. So if you was to sort of get overextended, come up to this level and start to hit your head, you could see a correction down there of around about 21% down to 618 in this uptrend that Matic finds itself in. It's in a beautiful little uptrend, and obviously you've got your technical target out of this large W bottom. Well, say it's a W bottom. It's almost like a V-shaped recovery here for Matic at the moment, isn't it? It's looking really, really strong. And again, just to remind you that this is your technical target that you have found yourself in. So, you know, from the break of this resistance down here that I gave you, you're currently up on Matic around about 35% with the technical target of around about 49%. And with that, you know, if you continue to do this, like I said to you, if you continue to come up, hit your head, come back to support, come up, hit your head, come back to support, and you hold support, you're looking at continuation, and you are looking at potential retracement here for Matic. I do apologise. And from that point right there, that could have turned out for you a whopping trade of 126%. And with that, you know, you are looking at a new impulsive wave up to the 1618 at $6.67 for Matic, you know, in this bull run. So from here, if we do get continued appreciation, you're looking at a further 313% for Matic. But for those of you waiting in the wings, because obviously, you know, it is choppy and you are going to have ups and downs, and you're going to fall back to support just like you did on the way up here. Look, you know, you go up, you come back, you go up, you come back, and that's the way it works. It works in waveforms, and you've got this whopping correction out of the way right now. You're breaking up above key levels of resistance. You've literally got one level of resistance ahead of you, the 786. Now, if you're waiting on the wings, okay, you're waiting on the wings, because I do anticipate that we might have a bit of a correction, because that's what we usually do in September. But I keep saying it in all my videos, just because we've done it before doesn't mean it happened again, but it's there, so you can't ignore it. Okay, now if we do break this high at $2.69, pulling a cheeky little long, because you are looking at a beautiful little 146% technical target there to the 1618 for Matic. So it's moving beautifully, you know, and it came down to that. I think I made the video around about here a couple of weeks ago when I made the video for you on Matic, and I said to you, look, you're in a rising wedge. If you start to fall out of it, you got a technical target down here at 129 when you form the wedge, and equally the technical target at 050, and that's absolutely found a rock solid level of support right there. Okay, so come to your charts, drop the fibs in, use them as support and resistance, because this is what you see. Look, resistance, support, you hitting resistance there, you're forming a reversal pattern, and what happened when you fell out of it? You come back down to bang on the 050 at 129. Beautiful. So right now, you know, you're looking good, but if you start to come up, get a little bit overextended, meet our technical target here of 174, okay, which is equally a technical target of this sort of V-shaped bottom, whatever you want to call it. It's some kind of massive W bottom resistance level that you're broken out of with a technical target to 177. You know, you can see pretty much that's the continuation breakout target of this massive bullpen that you're forming on the 4-hourly time frame here for Matic. And again, you know, if you do start to lose this, because this has a technical target to the downside, you know, it can break up and it can equally break down. But if you come into the apex and you start to break up, you're looking at a beautiful long up here. You know, from wherever the break, you're looking at continuation around about 12%. And at that point, I would imagine you're potentially going to push up to 786. So you could be looking at 21% long. But if you fail to get through that, that is where that particular correction could actually come into play for crypto. And with that, that's where you could see yourself come back down to the 0.618, the golden ratio, back to SF support before continuation in this bull run, because Matic is really bullish. I think on the 4 hourly time frame we did have a bearish divergence here. Look, you got bearish divergences just there, you know, just there you got a high, and then the RSI you've got a low, a high, a lower low, and a lower high. So you had a bearish divergence. I think I did cover that in the previous update, and that's where you've seen that roll as well. You know, that's confidence of the fact that you was going to lose support of the rising wedge and come back down to this key level support. So yes, Matic, it's looking good. It's looking really good for continuation. Again, if you do start to roll and you do lose this key level support right now in this market for Matic, I would you know, I would think that that is relatively negative for Matic to come that low at this point. You know, I've had such a deep correction from this point right here. You will be looking at a whopping 25% correction from there. You know, that's a really rock solid level of support if you was to see a deeper roll. But for me, you know, your absolutely foundation here for Matic in this bull run is this 62 cents, because if you do start to lose that, like I said to you in previous videos, you're entering a bear market. And that's Matic moving forward. It's looking good for continuation. I hope you enjoyed that update, everyone. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. But yeah, it's looking good so far. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.